Hello friends, welcome to another new video. So friends, today we will take you to a place where the pages of history are still alive. Do you know, there used to be a fort which was once the world's largest hero market, and famous diamonds like Kohinoor were mined from here, and the amazing sound engineering of this place, which even today leaves people amazed. The mysterious tunnels, unmatched craftsmanship and protective architecture of this place, tourists from all over the country and abroad come here to see. This is the Golconda Fort and Ruined City, located in Hyderabad, Telangana, built by the Kakatiya dynasty, which is a wonder in itself. The Golconda Fort, also known as Golconda. In today's video, we will discuss in detail the history of this fort, its complete architecture, the cultural importance of the fort, and the current state of the fort. So stay till the end of the video, because today we are going to reveal all the secrets of this fort. History of Golconda Fort. It is believed that the name Golconda originated from two Telugu words, Gola and Konda, which means Shepherd's Hill. This fort was built in 1143 AD as a mud fort by King Prataprudra of the Kakatiya dynasty. At that time, it was called Manka Fort. It is also believed by some historians that the Kakatiya ruler Ganapatideva, whose reign was from 1199 AD to 1262 AD, built a stone hill outpost to protect his western region, which later came to be known as Golconda Fort. After the king of Warangal handed it over to the Bahmani kings through a sanad, they took over the fort and started fortifying it with stone structures in 1364 AD. The fort was later developed as a fortified citadel in 1518 by Sultan Kuli of the Qutb Shahi Empire, who was sent by the Bahmanis as a governor to Golconda. Sultan Kuli, who established the Qutb Shahi dynasty in Golconda, made Golconda his capital. It remained the capital of the Qutb Shahi dynasty until 1590. Later the capital was shifted to Hyderabad. The Qutb Shahi dynasty ruled Golconda for about 160 years. By the end of the 16th century, Golconda Fort became a major diamond trading center, attracting merchants and traders from all over the world, which we will discuss in detail later in the video. A strong cotton weaving industry existed in Golconda by the early 17th century. Large quantities of cotton were produced for domestic and export consumption. This cloth was exported to Persia and European countries. In 1687 AD, after a long siege of 8 months, the fort fell into the hands of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb due to treachery, marking the end of the rule of the Qutb Shahi dynasty, and the fort eventually turned into ruins. In 1724 AD, the Nizams of Hyderabad took control of the Golconda Fort, and it became a major part of the Hyderabad state. In 1948 AD, Hyderabad was integrated into independent India, and Golconda Fort emerged as a historical site and popular tourist destination.
If we talk about the architecture of this fort, then as much as the history of this fort is interesting, its architecture is even more interesting. Whether it is sound engineering, the wonders of secret tunnels, or the forts being the world's largest diamond market, or the pipeline system for water supply, everything is very interesting and heart-touching. So let's dive into the amazing architecture of this unparalleled fort. Structure of Golconda Fort. Golconda Fort is a magnificent structure built on a 400 feet high rock with walls 12 meters high and 18 kilometers long, which surround the fort from all sides. It shows a great combination of Hindu and Islamic architecture. The walls of Golconda Fort have 87 bastions and 8 entrance gates, each of which is 50 to 60 feet tall. Along with this fort is also famous for its parade ground, magnificent apartments, many galleries and mosques. Defensive design of the fort. The most important feature of the architecture of Golconda Fort is its defensive design. The fort is surrounded by strong walls on all sides, which extend to a circumference of about 10 kilometers. The outer walls of the fort are situated on a hill, which made it extremely difficult for enemies to attack it. The walls have small battlements and bastions, which were used for patrolling and keeping an eye on enemies. Apart from this, deep ditches were also built around the fort, which made it even more secure and impenetrable. Entrances of Golconda. Golconda has a total of 8 entrances, but 2 important gates are Fateh Darwaza and the other Balahisar Darwaza. Fateh Darwaza, Fateh Dwar, also known as Vijay Dwar, is the main entrance of Golconda Fort. The main feature of this gate is its height and structure, which is a great example of acoustics. When someone claps while standing here, it can be heard at the highest point of the fort, which is 1 kilometer away from this gate. The victory procession of King Aurangzeb passed through this gate. This entrance is 13 feet wide, 25 feet long, and is made with steel tip to protect against elephants. The second important gate, Balahisar Darwaza, built using the Nawabi culture and style, the Balahisar Darwaza is another amazing structure, which is the highest point of the fort. It offers the best view of the entire fort and the surrounding area. This place was also used as the residence of the king and his family. However, now only the eastern entrance is open for tourists. Amazing sound engineering of the fort. The most unique feature of the Golconda Fort is its sound engineering. The main gate of the fort, Fateh Darwaza, where the sound of simple clapping at a particular place can also be heard at the highest point of the fort, Balahisar, which is located about 1 kilometer away from the Fateh Dwar. This system was built to warn about the attack of enemies in advance. This system is called the Clapping Hands Pavilion. Secret tunnels of Golconda Fort. Apart from this, the fort also had many secret tunnels, which were used to evacuate the king and his family in case of an emergency. These were used not only for security, but also for transporting goods within the fort and for the secret movement of the army. One end of these tunnels opened to Charminar and the other end to other parts of the city outside. These tunnels still hold many mysteries of history. Water supply system of Golconda Fort. The water management system is also extremely important in the architecture of Golconda Fort. A unique system was developed for water supply in this fort, in which water from natural springs and artificial ponds was supplied to various parts of the fort, including the king's palace, gardens, and soldiers' barracks. The water systems present within the fort reflect the advanced techniques of water management of that time, which were unique for that time. Influence of Mughal gardening art. Another important aspect of the architecture of Golconda Fort is its gardens and resting places. There are many beautiful gardens within the fort where the royal family and courtiers used to relax. These gardens have fountains, water canals, and flower beds, which not only enhance its beauty, but were also a part of water management. This design is influenced by the Mughal gardening art and was considered an essential part of royal architecture.
Major palaces and sightseeing places in Golconda Fort. The palaces and royal chambers built inside the Golconda Fort are also excellent examples of architecture. These rooms are large and airy and have been specially designed to protect them from heat. The rooms of the palaces have stone carvings, colorful windows, and beautiful windows, which reflect the influence of Qutub Shahi art and architecture. Apart from this, if we see, there are some secret passages in these palaces which were used in case of emergency. Some major structures of Golconda. Qutub Shahi tombs. Qutub Shahi tombs are located near the Golconda Fort, which are the final resting place of the kings of the Qutub Shahi dynasty. The architecture of these tombs is a unique blend of Mughal and Persian styles. Ramdas Bandi Place. Ramdas Bandi Place is another interesting place which is present in this fort. This place is known for a devotee named Ramdas who was imprisoned here. He engraved verses from Ramayana on the walls of the temple during his captivity. The fort's Darbar Hall is also a major attraction, where the king used to meet his courtiers. The architecture and its grandeur make it one of the most impressive places in Golconda. Jamali Darwaza is another important part of the fort, which is famous for the water system located inside the fort. It was the center point of the fort's water supply system. Golconda, a trading center, Golconda Fort, which was once one of the most important forts in India. This fort was famous not only for its strategic importance, but also for its diamonds and cotton trade. There were diamond mines in the area of Golconda, from where the world's most precious and rare diamonds were extracted. The most famous of these diamonds, the Kohinoor diamond, was also once extracted from here, which is today a part of the British Crown Jewels. The diamonds extracted from here not only adorned the Indian princely states, but also attracted foreign traders. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Golconda's diamond trade was at its peak, making it the world's largest diamond trading center, and Portuguese, Dutch, and English merchants would come here to buy diamonds. Golconda's diamonds were famous all over the world for their luster and quality. Golconda's diamond trade was not limited to the mines only, but it was also a major center for cutting of diamonds. The work of cutting these diamonds was also done here with great skill, which further increased their price. Golconda was not just a trading center for diamonds, but it also had a strong cotton weaving industry in the early 17th century. This cloth was exported to Persia and European countries. Cultural importance of Golconda. Golconda Fort was not just a military fort, but it was also a center of art, culture, and music. Dance, music, and poetry were organized in the courts here. Even today, the Golconda Festival is organized here every year, where artists from India and abroad give their performances. Today's Golconda Fort. Today, Golconda Fort is a major tourist destination where millions of tourists visit every year. The light and sound show here is also very famous, which brings alive the glorious history of the fort. The fort is being conserved by the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, to preserve its historical heritage. So friends, this was Golconda Fort, a wonderful amalgamation of history, architecture, and culture. We hope you liked our video. If you liked this information, then subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. And yes, tell us in the comments what topic you want information on in the next video. See you again in the next video. Thank you.